started with a point which has 0 dimension, and then we go down to 1 chalk problem again. 1, and then 2 dimensions, all represented by plane, and then 3. One, two, or 0, 1, 2, and 3 dimensions. So that this 0 dimensionality, which is the freedom to rotate around in different directions, is revived here and changes the sphere into the more complicated structure of the donut. It changes to this. Now, what's been happening is wasting away of energy. At this point, the molecule is able to store energy. Well, how does it do it? It does it by timing. It's like a jiu-jitsu wrestler who's dealing with a bigger opponent, but is able to overcome or let the opponent overcome himself by correct use of timing. He steps out of the way when the big one makes a lunge and the big one falls on his face. In any case, he gathers energy by correct use of timing. And that timing, then, where did it come from? How did it have the capacity to time it? Because it was way back here at the start. So in a sense, this turn is a rebirth of what the spiritual principle that was up here. And in myth, it's referred to as the virgin birth. It means a birth that doesn't have a cause. Can you see the connection there, the logic of that? Because it's a symbol, you see. I always thought the virgin birth meant some kind of purity. But in the Egyptian symbol for the soul, the rebirth symbol in Egypt is the scarab beetle, because the scarab lays its egg in dung, and out of the dung is born the new beetle. Now that's hardly an illustration of purity, but it is an illustration of something coming out of nothing, of spirit coming out of decayed matter. So what's really essential here is not so much the purity of the virgin as the fact that a virgin birth is a birth without a cause, a birth without a father. In short, it's first cause. Remember, I tried to establish first cause, the logical requirement of it, as the opposite of consistency, in that the proposition that didn't have any antecedents would be a novel proposition. Well, a birth that didn't have any father would be a birth without any antecedents. And that comes out of this extra rotation, because it's a freedom to turn.